Well, good morning, everybody, and thank you for coming. We're delighted you were able to join us, and we've got a terrific lineup of speakers for you. Just before we get to our first speaker, I'd just like to say a few words about the curious situation we're in with telecoms in Europe. On the one hand, as the pandemic showed, the communications are absolutely critical to business, students, communities, individuals, and industries of all kinds, and also they're part of our social fabric. And network operators largely see themselves, and especially in Europe, I think this is true, as having big social and economic responsibilities to their constituencies. Yeah, as a sector, we've responded to the pandemic in a way that I think has just been terrific and a way we should be very proud of. And I think we've totally reframed what we thought was possible. And in most countries, operators have a completely renewed sense of purpose and are redoubling efforts to close the digital divide. And we've also seen very many operators really stepping up their efforts to green our industry as well. Because of the pandemic, the dash to digitalization has definitely speeded up. So network operators are trying to do two things at once. They themselves have to transform digitally, and so that they can enable customers' transformation journeys. And I think that's quite an interesting dynamic, that you're kind of doing it yourself as you're doing it for your customers. But maybe that's pretty good because it gives you an understanding of the issues that are involved. And at the same time as communications are absolutely critical, and it's never been so clear, excuse me, now, most operators are tens of billions of euro in debt. And some governments have used spectrum auctions to raise billions more from them. And arguably that money could have been better spent on infrastructure, and especially fibre and 5G. So we're at a fascinating juncture with telecoms in Europe. We've got a lot to build on. We've got a long way to go. And this conference is all about looking at the many different aspects of the situation we find ourselves in.